once a month, you have some type of experience where you're like, oh, I did this thing and I didn't even think about it. And then afterwards, I was like, whoa, that was like a heavy thing to lift. Or like my kids were like, how did you do that? So I wanted to ask you, of like the non-scale victories you've shared, does any one or two of them stand out to you as like, oh, that was a moment where I realized like, hey, these things that I'm working on put into practice, like that was a very impactful or noticeable moment.
It's probably like the category when I'm just doing everyday things, but finding them considerably easier. Even more so probably at the beginning than now, because now after doing this for 2.5 years, it's almost become the normal. So like I have to like remind myself, like, hey, 3 years ago, I wouldn't have been able to lift this slab of concrete steps and move them to the bottom of the yard kind of thing, or
Yeah.
take a miter saw off a shelf that's at 5 feet high and be able to like put that down just because of the awkward position. But like now I can do that fairly easily, kind of thing.
I feel like every time you go to Lowe's or Home Depot, you're like, hey, dude, by the way, I did this thing. I'm like, let's go. Like you threw like a hundred pound like bag or like I remember there was one was like a huge ladder or something
Oh,
like that. You just
the massive ladder. I'm just like, okay, like, oh, okay.
I think that was my favorite one.